Welcome to the 2023 River Falls Wildcat Baseball Show. As you can see, we got a full house here tonight down at Tarnation Tavern. We want to thank Fred and Colleen for hosting us tonight. We should have a fun time tonight. I told these guys, I don't know if this is going to be 15 minutes or an hour and 15 minutes. It depends how chatty they are and how much fun we have. I imagine we're going to have quite a bit of fun, so we're going to get this thing rolling. I'm doing a couple things. I'm producing the show. I'm talking and trying to run these guys, so I'm going to walk back over here and change the shot. So hold on. Okay, clear this out. And there we go. Well, there's the most important shot of all right there. We got our guys going right here. So welcome again. It's 2023. There's still a little bit of snow on the ground. I was talking to Coach Bishop earlier today, and if we had heaters, they'd be on. There's no heaters. There's ice built up on that turf, so we have to wait for old Mr. Sun to melt it away and hopefully play some ball here in the very, very near future. Any report today, Coach, on the field?
Yeah, no, you hit it dead on. There is a lot of snow out there, so the guys are excited, but we just have to wait until we have a little bit more green showing.
Yeah, that should melt fast once we get down there. So I want to introduce you to our guests today. We're going to talk as a group, and we're going to talk individually. I've got a list of questions, thought questions, and we're going to get under the hood a little bit with these guys and see what's going on. So head coach Ryan Bishop, 23 years with the River Falls Wildcats. That was worth a round of applause. Eli Condon, right here. Eli, the senior.
Howdy.
Howdy, how you doing? Jaron Schwantz, right here in the middle.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, there, and Mr. Brody Rudolph, right here on the end.
What's up, guys?
How about that mustache? I told him in the pre-production meeting, he better have his birth certificate handy with that little caterpillar on his lip there. It looks like he's about 23. So it's a good look. It's a good look. So let's just jump right into this. Coach, 23 years. You know, one could almost consider, Coach, River Falls, Wisconsin, is it too much of a stretch to say this might be a hotbed for baseball? I mean, you got guys in the major leagues, you got guys playing college all over the place. I mean, do we want to go there right away and just go, is this a hotbed for baseball here up in Little River Falls, Wisconsin? I'm going to put you on the spot right away.
Well, obviously, over the years, things have evolved, but yeah, we like to think that our program has gotten to a point that we're really proud of and happy with, and we get guys that, you know, they take a lot of pride in the program. We're going to learn a little bit about that tonight, but yeah, I mean, 23 years, that is a long time. I think this was a first jersey my first year, so it's kind of evolved. And
let's talk about the jerseys. Let's
Sure.
Go ahead. These guys are all geared out tonight, so this is one of the first jerseys.
Yeah, this is an old one. I believe it started in the 80s and into the early 90s, and we ended up getting new jerseys right after this one when I got here, but this was kind of where it all started, for me anyway. And then
look at Eli. This thing looks brand new.
I got a little sneak peek.
This is the sneak peek
look
of
at
our...
Let's stand up. Let's show that thing off. Look at the white...
Spin.
Yeah. If this was the red carpet, we would ask him who he's wearing tonight, I guess, right?
Sorry to the moms out there for laundry with the white pants. We've never done that before, but we thought the classic whites would look sharp here. So, yeah, this is our new uniform look. White pants. We've got navy jerseys as well. They're just not in yet, but we'll display those here hopefully in the near future. So Jaron, you got your shirt on. It says, I got you. So you're bringing back your motto this year. Talk to us a little bit about I got you.
Yeah, I'm wearing the I got you shirt, and the funny story is actually Eli tried to trick me into wearing white pants today. He was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be the only one wearing white pants. You gotta wear them. And I was like, no. And I asked
hanging out with
Bishop
him last night, and I told him to put some white pants on tomorrow during our interview. And I show up in white pants. He's wearing khakis.
Oh,
Yeah, because I know you're trying to trick me. I double checked with Bishop. He was like, no, you're not supposed to wear white pants.
If the ice cream man would take a day off, you guys could went out and ran some neighborhoods with the white pants on. Would have been a good look. And talk to us about the shirt, Brody.
Yeah, so Coach had me wear my Legion jersey, which is really the second half of our program. Play games in the summer. It's a whole lot of fun.
Been in the weight room or what? That thing's like a schmedium on you. That's looking good.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. I like it. I love it. So, well, this is kind of a nice look back and look forward and look back and talk about the I've Got You. And no, it's a good look. You guys excited to wear those uniforms this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm real excited. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the blue one as well. But these yellow ones, nice.
Yeah, I like it. I like it's a good look. So, Coach, talk to us a little bit about tryouts, where we've been here in the last 2 weeks, and how are you keeping these thoroughbreds penned up before we can get outside? Talk to us a bit about the last couple of weeks and where you've been and where we're going, Coach.
Sure. Well, this last week we've really only got 1 week in so far, but as a team anyway, a lot of these guys are doing things year round between baseball, between basketball, wrestling. You know, they're doing their thing. They're in the weight room, obviously, like you can tell more than others. But yeah, they're doing their thing. It was great to get back together. Be it inside, doesn't matter. It's just good to be back together with these guys, all kind of gearing up towards that common goal. And so we had a good first week. A lot of guys. Our numbers went from 30s when I first started, and we're up pushing 70 this year. We had a lot of kids, and it's a great problem. A lot of competition within practice. So we're having a great time with that. It was just good to get back in, throwing the ball around with everybody with the common theme here of the RF.
Sure. A lot of parking lot infield?
Parking lot outfield.
Parking lot outfield.
We did. Yeah, well, I see Eli raising the mic, so he must have an outfield story.
Yeah, so we were hitting fly balls out in the hockey parking lot the other day, and one of the coaches' calluses fell off, so he couldn't hit any balls anymore, so he asked me to hit some fungos for him.
His hands were actually bleeding.
I was cranking them. A couple went on top of the building on accident, so that wasn't too good, but I was trying to get some reps in for the boys.
So you're the fungo guy?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
I mean, I hope I don't make it that way because I'd rather be a PO.
Right.
But yeah,
nothing wrong with that. It's fun hitting fungos. So you have your team pretty much put together then and ready to take to the field.
Yeah, we've got a good group here that we're starting to really gear towards now with the game season. We haven't split our varsity JV2 yet. We got a lot of competition going on through this week, and we're kind of holding off because there's just a lot of competition going on. So we've got another week in front of us. Hopefully, a couple scrimmages. We're going to do a split squad scrimmage, something we've never done before. We're going to do that this Thursday and Friday, weather permitting, field conditions permitting, where we'll get maybe those top 22 to 24 guys, and we'll split them in half and get each a group of scrimmage in Thursday, Friday, and we'll look closer towards teams as the end of the week goes.
Sure. So let's look back a little bit, then let's look forward. So last year ended on a loss down at Eau Claire Memorial, if I remember correctly. I think the score was 4-3, extra innings, a real pitcher's duel. They came out on top. You had beaten Richmond at home the week before by a score of 2-1, also a pitcher's duel that you guys came out on top on. Here's some good news. I think you have a lot of the same pitching squad back this year as you had last year. That's got to bode well for moving forward here in 23.
Yeah, no doubt. We've got a couple of guys that have been back this is their third year now. But our pitching depth is, I think any of these guys would tell you, just watching bullpens, and we kind of knew this coming into this year, but we've got the toughest problem we're going to have is getting guys all innings because there's so many guys and limited inning opportunities that we're going to have to mix and match that between varsity JV, and there's just a ton of guys with really, really quality arms, which is, it's a pretty incredible problem to have. So we're excited for that. We know that's a really strong point for us this year, and we can put some runs on the board. We're going to be on top of a lot of ball games, I think, this year.
You had a real good 1-2 punch last year. Keenan Mork, who's headed to D1 Notre Dame, and then Eli backing him up, just rotating 1-2 punch all season long. Are you guys stronger this year, Eli, than you were last year?
Oh, yeah.
How does your arm feel in comparison? Have you got a little more velo? What are you doing?
It's hard to tell in the gym right now because we can only throw so hard, but I'm feeling good. Hopefully we can do a lot better than last year. Yeah.
So you feel good about your arm, and Keenan's throwing good too?
Keenan is electric. Keenan, ask any of the boys over here. We were watching him throw a pen the other day. The way the ball flies off his hand is crazy. So he'll be a great addition.
That's good. So, Jaron, I have to keep looking at your name because I don't want to call you Jazzy or Jordan or.
I get that a lot. It's always Jaden.
Can I just go with Jazzy the rest of the night, or are you going to come off that stool at me? I won't.
I wouldn't like that. I'm not gonna lie.
All night long. So I hear you're the changer upper guy. You come in and junk them up a little bit, mid late innings. Is that what you're going to be doing, or is that more Brody? That's more Brody. So you're gonna be throwing gas as well.
Yeah, I'm like known for just getting in there, throwing all fastballs, gas. But this year's different. I've been working on my changeup, curveball a lot.
Okay.
I'm gonna start throwing in some off speed and just should help me a lot.
So
Don't worry, the fastball's still there though.
So your catcher's just not saying, "How about some old number one again?" Right? No, it's gonna see him maybe change it up a little
All
bit
else
this year.
fails, just gas them up.
Just gas 'em up.
That's the motto.
Right there, high cheese all day. There you go. You're the junk baller, Brody. So
Yeah.
you're gonna come in and pull some strings on these guys, huh?
Hopefully, I mean, as
Get them
much as I
way
have
out on
been
the
in weight room.
way out, swinging like that.
Yeah, I can't throw quite to 88 or 90 like these guys, so I gotta rely a little bit more on my curveball, and that's the plan this year. If I pitch after Eli, Jaron, or Keenan, someone that's throwing really fast, it normally works pretty well.
Good. So how's that curveball coming?
It's looking pretty good in the gym.
Is
I'm
it?
excited to get outside.
Yeah, good. 12-6, or you breaking the thing on the side? What are you doing?
It's more a side motion this year.
Is it start at the middle of the plate, work it to the corner?
Yeah, or just throw it in the corner to begin with. And
There
hope
you
to get
go.
them swinging.
There you go. I like it. Throw the ground ball. Throw the double play ball. Rally killer. Brody Rudolph in there. Well, good. Look, sounds like we got some fresh arms. I like the guys' optimism. Deep this year. I mean, you're going to have, as you get into playoffs, someone said playoffs. Anyway, that you guys are going to should be able to go deep into the playoffs with a lot of strong arms. That's how you're feeling. Yeah. Good. How about the bats, Coach? Talk to us a little bit about the bats. I know, again, it's tough to tell. Haven't really faced live pitching, a lot of cage hitting, a lot of cage bombs. How are the swings in the cages?
Yeah, cage bombs. No, we're working hard on when you're inside and you don't get. We just started doing some tracking with these guys' bullpens, and that's where the hitters and some of the guys get a chance to really see how electric some of these arms are. So we're starting to do some tracking in the gym and at least get some looks at that. But we're untested, I think, at the Big Rivers varsity at the plate. We're untested. We're excited this year. We had some great strides last year, especially as the summer went on. We had some great strides, and we're really excited for that and anticipating that kind of to roll over this year. But we know it's tough. This Big Rivers Conference it's loaded. There's a half dozen D1 pitchers in the league, and every pitcher, every conference game is pretty much a college-bound pitcher. So you can't just go up there and try to hit cage bombs. You have to be able to take quality at-bats and be okay with getting down 0-2 or 1-2 or fouling some balls off, and you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable and battling. So, yeah, we're working on situational hitting and, being aggressive, taking a cage bomb swing when you have a chance for it, but knowing when that's not the right case either. And so, yeah, we're excited for it. But we have a lot of unanswered or untested
questions.
Questions, which is okay.
Yeah, well, you just said 6 D1 pitchers in the Big Rivers Conference. That's crazy good. I mean, you guys are going to see a lot of great baseball this year. It might be a lot of 2-1, 3-2 games. And if you're a pitching guy and a defensive guy or woman, I mean, you're going to see some great baseball. It's going to be up to these guys to get on base. Bunting. You guys been working on bunting?
We've been working on bunting, all right. Of course, we got to, because Bishop, of course, loves to lay down the
suicide.
He
told me some statistics on suicide squeeze. It's ridiculously good. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, I've seen that. So, you're going to see more of that this year, Coach?
You're going to see it. You're going to continue to see what you've always seen. You're going to see, small ball, situational, bunting, hit and run, taking extra bases. We haven't gotten into that yet. This second week, we'll start getting into some of that a little bit more detailed on, we have to be willing and able to take advantage of every opportunity we get, whether that's putting a runner in scoring position or whether that's taking an extra base and putting pressure on the defense. But, yeah, we know we have to do those things, and our coaching staff's goal is to help our players understand and believe in that, because it's a game changer, and it's going to be this year.
Oh, good. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I hope the snow does get melted, and I hope it can, see you guys in action. I'm looking forward to watching you guys. Can't wait. Can't wait for that. So there was a little bit of I saw Coach here had put out a couple teasers on social media on why to come down tonight. We're going to learn about the J-Ren flow, the Forest flow. Let's start there. I mean, I can maybe imagine. So what is this? The J-Ren flow is right here, the Forest flow. Talk to us about that beautiful thing you got under that cap.
Yeah. Well, my routine in the morning is I just wake up, shower, blow dry. That's it. Everyone's like,
A lot
how
of
long
air
does it
on
take you
that.
to do that?
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it's not that hard. I just grow it out.
Sure.
Adults don't like it. Like
It's fluffy.
the girls like
it's
it.
fluffy.
Like,
It's nice.
adults don't. They always give me shit about it. But
You know what I like to say? If hair were poetry, right there would be absolute flowetry. Everybody together, right? All day long. This isn't bad either, Eli. That stuff coming out the sides there, that's pretty good.
Thank you. It's a little shorter than it is
Yeah.
usually. But my routine's real similar to Jaren's. I
I mean,
shower, rub it out with the towel.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's good. But these guys are boasting about the hair, but they ain't got that right there. They ain't got that.
I'm jealous of that.
I could grow a mustache. I'm pretty sure.
You guys are gonna be in
Shave
here
it every day.
You guys are gonna, Mom, guard the mascara. These guys are gonna be in there painting those things on there. That's a good look. I'm sure they're jealous. So that's good. We're also gonna learn about who's got the side gig as the pooper scooper.
Hey, shout out Bomb Squad. Call me up if you need your yard cleaned up, because me and my brother have been running this dog poop cleanup business for 3 years now, since I moved from Cottage Grove. Actually, 4 years now, sorry. And yeah, we have a bunch of returning customers, happily. We do great business, and yeah, I mean, if you need your yard cleaned up, text me.
All right, throw out your number right now.
612-443-0713.
Text them up, ring them up.
Mom, write that down.
Right. That was beautiful right there. So there's a couple of good things there. One, the kid's already on to the success of business, the referrals, right? It's a lot of happy customers get the referrals. So he's on it. Love to see that. Love to see that. Hey, as I like to say, someone's got to do it, right? Somebody's got.
It's not a fun job, but
for the right money.
Yeah, not a lot of people want to do it. So
right, and this is that time of the year. A lot of us getting exposed. Well, that's good. And who has the great-grandfather named Abraham Lincoln?
that would also be me.
Well, you got the mic, so let her rip.
That is my dad's great grandfather. But no, my dad's grandfather. He was born. His mother died in childbirth, and he had 8 sisters. So he was one of 9, and he was basically raised by his sisters. And then he got brought up when we were talking about past relatives who have been in the military or served, and he was one I talked about because he served in World War II. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, he has the name Abraham Lincoln because I guess my parents were saying that all the people in the hospital named him because his mom passed.
There you go. Well, that's a great story. Abraham Lincoln, and who wouldn't want that name? So, I do have, if you listen to the broadcast, I do have a full all names team, and I don't think you guys are going to, Brody Rudolph's not bad. My honorable mention, all names team. But the hair, I was thinking about that because I was thinking about the Abraham Lincoln name. That'd be like instant all names team, all conference, all names team with a name like that. I'm like, you guys maybe not on the all names team, but the all hair team, I'm thinking maybe about starting maybe like a conference, couple guys from each team, all hair team. We put it in the Sweet 16 brackets, and then we vote it down to see who's got the best hair in the conference. How about something like that? So maybe we'll do something like that. So.
About that, I've actually recently started a mullet cutting business. 3 customers so far.
Jack, stand up.
Yeah, Jack Mannon in the back.
Stand up and take your hat off right now.
Freshly done yesterday.
Okay, let's see that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It looks a lot worse now, but
3 happy customers. Anyone else on the team or just in the community that likes a mullet, I'd be happy to give you one.
We'll give your number.
Yeah, the mullet number, just like the poop scooping number, is 715-821-5354. Come to me for mullets.
Ladies.
There you go. Is it called mutt cuts? No,
We should combine
that's pretty
business.
good, though. I don't know.
Could you cut dogs? Hair?
We'll find out.
Give them a 2 for 1. We could do great business.
There you go. Hey, I just put the wide shot up again for the folks at home. You can see it on the monitor here. I want to thank Fred and Colleen. Everybody give a little round of applause to Fred and Colleen for hosting down here at Tarnation Tavern again tonight. It's outstanding. Yeah, it's our first venture down at this venue. I think I did a tavern talk down here last week with Tim Burns, and it worked out good. And hey, after this tonight, Jeff Johnson and I are going to talk about banking, and which also, it sounds boring, but I think a lot of us have heard about what's going on in the banking industry, and Jeff Johnson is going to be down to dispel a lot of rumors and myths and talk about our local banks and that your local banks are in great shape. So that was like a commercial. I didn't even try that. It's mixed right in there. So let me see what else. I think, so Jaron, you have the 2 sisters and your brother playing at Winona State. You're going to join them there, from what I understand.
Yeah, we got a left arm down there. Now we need a right arm.
Yeah,
And then
the Schwantz
it'll
is
be a
taking
dynamic
over down
duo.
at Winona State. Looking forward to it?
Oh, yeah. It should be fun playing with my brother,
Good.
honestly.
Good.
Even though I sometimes don't like him, but
That's what brothers do.
it's a love
So
hate.
it's some pretty good scraps. Your dad have to break up over the years? Or your mom?
No, me and my brother actually don't fight. Me and my sister Jordan always used to fight. Believe it or not.
She's a good softball player.
All right.
I've seen her hit some bombs.
No, I'm kidding. She is really good.
And Eli, you're head of the UW lacrosse, play some ball?
That is right. Yep.
So they're going to use a right arm down there.
Yep.
So when did you make that decision, Eli?
I made that decision a couple months ago. I just haven't decided to announce it yet, like on social media or whatnot. So this is like, I guess, my official announcement.
This is your
that
coming
I'm
out.
going to UW lacrosse to play baseball.
Right? You guys knew you came down here for a reason tonight, to get stuff like that right there. So, hey, did your dad teach you everything about baseball every day since?
I would say Gary Langer and my dad.
Gary Langer.
Yeah, and actually, shout out Jamie Anderson. He's been my coach my whole life. I remember. I'm like,
well, very good.
yeah. And Josh Cleveland, but I didn't play that year because I had a shoulder injury. So yeah.
Well, good. Hey, Brody, do you want to talk to us a little bit about the military sharing story from American Legion and what went down at the end of the games last year with sharing a military story? I think this is a pretty good story. I think Brody's going to share it now.
Yeah, so last year at the beginning of the year, Coach approached us, and we currently have a former teammate who's serving as a Navy SEAL. Coach Bishop had the chance to visit him, and he came home with a helmet that they give the Navy SEALs in training. So we took turns last year on varsity. After every game, one of us varsity players would bring home the helmet, and we would ask our parents or grandparents to tell us stories about previous relatives that had served in the military. And then after the following game, regardless win or loss, we would talk about that story. Really just show appreciation to those who have served in the military and given us the opportunities to play baseball like we are today. So yeah, we got to hear lots of cool stories, ranging all the way back to World War I think.
Wow.
So it was a really special experience. I'm glad we did it.
Wow, that's good. A little round of applause for that. That is pretty cool right there. You know, you talk to some of the veterans and you hear some of the stories and what they go through in training and on the battlefield, and then when they return home, it makes our problems seem, we recognize that a lot of our problems are just first world problems, right? There's a lot going on out there, and it's good for these young men to understand that. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's great. Well, that might be a good reason maybe just to take it out of that seriousness. And why don't we break this up a little bit and really get to know these guys. And maybe before we do that, I want to clear it with Coach to make sure you got everything off your chest about the upcoming season this year. If there's anything else that I left, any meat on the bone there you want to talk about, Coach, that you would like to talk about.
Yeah, no, I think we're ready to move into that. It's like we kind of said before, we're excited for this year, and It's part of playing a game that involves a lot of adversity and a lot of challenge is you have to have some lighthearted, and you have to be able to think of other things that that kind of sometimes can take your mind off that. And that was kind of the goal with what we did at the end of the games. There was to help us understand, win or lose or whatever. You get punched in the face in a baseball game, and that's just a little tap on the shoulder in life. So it was good for that, and we're looking forward to this year, kind of hopefully building on that, and the guys, just being that much further advanced in the mental and emotional part of the game. 'Cause it's a hard game, and the more we can make fun out of it and do things like you're going to talk about right now,
we're going to have some fun.
The more fun we're going to have on the field too. So let's have it.
Well, I can tell you right now, having played and spent a lot of time in the dugout, that's why baseball might not seem that exciting to a lot of folks, but as a player, there's so much that goes on in the dugouts and before and after the games, and the camaraderie and the fun. And you get a bunch of guys like this on your team, and it can be a lot of fun. And and you might, I would even say this: as you get older, you guys, you'll remember the shenanigans in the dugout and your friends more than you remember the games. I can guarantee it. You just the games kind of just fade out of your memory. You'll remember a few big hits or a few big pitching events, but the camaraderie and the friendships you make, they might last forever, and you'll remember the laughs and the good times you had. So, boy, I kind of wish I was in your dugout. I learned how to juggle in the dugout. Anybody learn how to juggle in the dugout?
I'm working on it.
Yeah. My sophomore year, they put me on the American Legion varsity team, which I played like 6 innings the whole year. But I didn't learn how to juggle that year because I had a lot of time in the dugout. So, yeah, that's good. See, juggling. Learn how to juggle in the dugout. All right. Let's stick right you with Brody. What fictional family would you most likely to join? What fictional family would you most like to join?
I feel like the Family Guy family would be pretty funny to join.
Yeah.
Some Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd be good on that. You'd be good on that. You think so? What do you think? Okay, Mr. Schwantz. Jazzy. I like Jazzy. Your sister's got a great name, by the way. That's good. So you guys must go the J's just like constantly, like hey you. Would you rather be reincarnated as a dog or a cat?
Definitely a cat, because they're just like, no, because my dogs, they just like, I don't know, their lives seem kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
A cat, you're just like, actually, I don't know. Both would be boring. Like, I'd rather not.
So there you go. So when he comes back, you might be roaming around your house somewhere. Check your closets. All right, Eli. On your phone, what is your most used emoji? You can check it. I have it written down. Pull out your phone and tell me what is your most used emoji. So he's actually going to do it.
I'll wait for it to turn on 1 second.
I gotta wait. He's got to wait for it to turn on. This is where we do some tap dancing.
It's got to be. No.
You might not be able to show this one.
I don't ever use that when I send it to people.
Here we go. We're gonna find out. I feel the drama building. Like, what emoji is he using most? So I'm gonna probably get on that.
Probably just be like a laughing face or something. Oh, it's the crying one with like the.
Yeah, dude, that's mine too.
The crying, laughing.
Or like the.
Oh, yeah, that would explain your friends. I'm sure they're hitting him with lots of humor.
I've been sending that to him all the time.
Yeah, so crying, laughing. That's good. That means you got good friends.
Oh, yeah. Great friends.
So you have any TV crushes? Or like maybe singers or actresses? Anybody. This is for all of you.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. There you go.
Don't ask
the
why.
older women. Oh my gosh.
Margot Robbie. Definitely Margot
She does
Robbie.
look pretty good though for like 55.
No, man.
That's good. Anybody else?
Bishop? Sorry, Renee, but you're gonna have to do this. I already said that.
All right, we'll move on from that one. I'm going to pull us. We got to keep this thing out of the ditch, so we're just going to pull us back onto the road right now. I don't think you're going to be doing walk-up songs, but if you could do a walk-up song, what would be your walk-up song? Brody, looks like you got one in mind.
I would definitely go with like minute 6 of Freebird.
Minute 6, and just what is it? What happens at minute 6? It just
I
cranks
don't know.
out.
It's weight. Oh, I can't say that, Coach. We listen to it during the weight room a lot this off season, and it just really gets the juices flowing.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Probably Ain't No Mountain High Enough. That song gets me
Ain't
going.
no mountain high enough. That
Yeah.
one.
Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough.
And just like that, it's karaoke down here at Tarnation Tavern.
To you, baby.
Saturday night, we got a spot for you, Eli. Just you come up here and grab a mic. We'll be right up here. That was pretty good. The kids hitting some notes.
See, they didn't even have to play it. It's just like, it's always there.
Well, Jaron, I don't know. These guys are wiped you under the rug unless you got something. Anything?
I'd probably say Genesis by Suicide Boys would be my walk-up song, but definitely not going to be allowed. Like, I'd probably get in trouble if I did that. So, yeah.
So there you go. So maybe some year in college you'll have your walk-up song.
Yeah.
There we go. So any celebrity lookalikes? Anybody, you guys comparing yourselves? Anybody told you look like any celebrities, or maybe any audience participation? Any celebrity lookalikes up here? What do we got? Any, like on a Rorschach test? You see anything? Spicoli. Oh, we got a Spicoli. No. We got a Spicoli from Ms. Wilson. That's awesome.
No. They called me Spicoli our whole spring break trip. Like,
so there you go. We do have one.
Because
we
of
do have
Melissa.
one. Have you watched the movie?
No, I haven't. I don't. I
you
just
better
they showed
ask
me a
your,
picture
ask
of
your
him.
parents before you watch it.
He doesn't look like me at all.
It's pretty good, though. It's pretty good. Hey, what is the best superpower? Like, of all the superpower, what would be the best superpower you could have?
Definitely being able to teleport. Like, never have to do long car drives, never have to take the bus ride to Eau Claire again. Like, just snap your fingers and you're there. That would be pretty fantastic.
Wasn't that all of 2021 in high school with Zoom meetings and team meetings?
Yeah, you'd think we'd be sick of it by now. But
Yeah. No, but that'd be good. Anybody in their superpowers?
I'm saying invisibility, because then like your life wouldn't totally change, and like no one would really be suspicious if they didn't see you. Like you could just like walk into someone's house and I'm not gonna say take something, but like
That'd be pretty
you
good.
just walk into someone's house and they would never know.
They're going to replay this tape when your neighbor's stereo goes missing. That guy. Eli, anything? Any superpower? Or you got them all?
I've always wanted to like be able to shoot webs like Spider-Man. Like,
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd be so much fun. Swimming.
Yeah.
Like you could get, it'd be like teleportation and flying, because you could get somewhere quick, and you'd be like, you feel like you're flying. I don't know. I just always wanted to be that.
There you go. Like it. So does any of you guys have your own car? Are you still driving your parents' car or a third car?
Jason's RAV4.
So does your car have a name? That's what I want. Who's got a car? Does the car have a name? And if your car doesn't have a name, whose friend's car's got the coolest name?
Athena. Oh, yeah, I can say that. Athena. My buddy has a truck. It's just indestructible. I swear he's crashed it like 10 times, and it's just still running. It's called Athena. What's Baker's? All right, we can't say that, but
I had a 72 AMC Hornet, and it was called the War
yeah, I do.
Wagon.
So
War wagon.
some of my
You got one,
friends,
go.
they've got a really old minivan that we like to call the Rat Rod, because, well, they were in it one time, a mouse ran across someone's lap. So
Oh, that'd be good. The
it's
Rat
known as
Rod.
Rat
See?
Rod.
That's another high school thing, right? The cars got names, and you won't forget those names either. And the genesis of those names, that's pretty good. The Rat Rod.
I had a minivan for a while. I loved it.
That'd be
Loved
good.
that
That'd be good
thing.
for the poop patrol.
Yeah, it was. It was great. I had it for like 2-3 years, and then my parents had it for a while before that, and its name was Margot. And then it took a poop. And I got a new car, and I didn't name it because I didn't want to get attached. Like the last one.
Oh, you've got that issue.
Yeah.
You don't wanna get too
I miss the
attached.
van.
Uh-huh.
I miss
Yeah.
the van.
I also miss the van.
The van was fun.
Was there some bumper stickers on the back of that van?
I got a bumper sticker from Renee Bishop. I make this minivan cool, it said.
There,
And,
see?
I didn't even know that was from her.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was yours.
No. I got that from her.
So, Eli, if you're driving a minivan just unannounced, it would make it cool, I think. So that's good.
I mean, it's the driver who makes the car cool. So.
Right. It's not the uniform. It's the player makes the uniform. The whole deal.
Yeah.
The
And
whole
it
deal.
sits 7 people, so I was like the coolest kid because I could carry 7 people around with me.
Yeah, you're like this shuttle service.
Not the coolest kid, but
Yeah,
I can
know what you're
second that. I
saying.
never thought a minivan would be cool until I saw Eli ripping around in one.
That's outstanding. Anybody got a favorite knock-knock joke? I've got one. You want to play? I got one I always use, and it's really knock-knock.
Who's there?
Impatient turkey.
impatient turkey.
There. So I got one. I use it
That
like
was terrible.
that's like a bad dad joke. There you go. What simple food will you never eat, Brody? That everybody else is eating, you go like, no thanks.
Onions. Onions are just really gross to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it's more the texture than the flavor, but something
Yeah.
about that like slimy but crunchy at the same time just doesn't fit right with me.
Yeah, and you'll always have fresh breath if you stay away from the onions.
Yeah.
So, right? It's fresh breath. How about you?
It's an easy one. Peanut butter, because I'd probably die if I ate peanut butter.
I remember you eating peanut butter
Really?
to see what would
I've
happen.
eaten yeah. Nothing happened though, I don't think. I think I was good. I just wanted to test it.
There isn't much that I don't like, but I don't really like avocados. It's just like a.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry.
They're kind of soft and mushy
It's just a
too, though. Give 'em
consistency
little,
thing. I
right?
can't handle
If you close your eyes and eat it. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Now you know what foods to stay away from. I haven't heard onions before though, but nothing wrong with that, right? You save some money on gum that way when you don't eat onions. So, how would you rate your laugh on a scale of 1 to 10, Eli? Let's do this. Let's do it this way. How would you rate Eli's laugh on a scale of 1 to 10?
Eli has a goofy laugh. I have some videos of you laughing really weird.
It switches up from time to time.
It depends how funny the thing is you're laughing at. Like my laugh is like really bad if something's super funny. Like I always get made fun of for it, but
Eli's laugh is kind of contagious. Like it's such a deep, hysterical laugh. It makes everyone else around him laugh.
That wasn't a real laugh.
How about these guys? How are their laughs, Eli?
Jaren's laugh is something else. When especially when something's like really funny and you get them going, nothing compares to it. And then Brody your
never
laugh
heard
is-
Brody laugh.
I don't think I've.
He looks pretty serious. This was like a
Normally,
pretty good friendship trio here, just because they're kind of balancing each other out. I mean, you're like this the Mr. Stable on the end. Like when things are going crazy, you look into Brody just to kind of go, "Hey guys, no, not now." No. Is that true?
Yeah, I feel like I'm one of the less crazy guys on the
Yeah.
team for the most part.
Good.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. What is or what was the most unique style or fashion trend you ever embraced? Like you're like, I gotta have those shoes, I gotta have those pants. What is your most unique style trend you're like all over?
I think I'm currently doing it right now, the mustache.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. See, I've got some supporters. My mom hates it more than anything. She's made me shave it multiple times, once for senior pictures. But yeah, I grew it out because of the movie Top Gun Maverick last year.
Oh.
And I was hitting great while I grew it out. I ended up shaving it and couldn't hit for about 3 weeks during
And
the
you
season. And
definitely
then-
have to grow it back
Then I
at
grew
that
it
point.
back and
Yeah,
I hit
bet.
2 triples in 1 inning, so I've decided it's here to stay.
I would. There's no doubt about that. How about you guys? Any other fashion trends?
One time, me and my buddy just decided we're gonna wear 2 different colored socks to school, and that lasted 1 day. Never did it again. People don't like that.
I know most adults don't really love this, but I know me and Jaron both do it. It's socks and sandals or socks and Birks.
Sure.
I'm sure. I mean, it's pretty common now, but I know, like, my parents think it's stupid. But
Yeah.
Actually, I do have something else too.
Yeah.
When you tuck your pants into your socks,
I've seen it.
everyone hates that. Like, everyone makes fun of me for it. I'm like, just leave me alone. Like, I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't affect you. Just don't.
So, and what's funny is I know a lot of you are around my age, and you think back to growing up in the 80s and early 90s. You see the styles coming back, right? I always joke, I'm like we're about a year and a half away from having those shorts be exactly where they were in 1983. I mean, it's coming right up. You guys, you guys are about styling like we were a long time ago. It all comes full circle. It's kind of funny. We got a couple more. Eli, which trap in Home Alone was the best? In Home Alone, which was the best trap in Home Alone?
maybe the iron when it hits him in the face. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the rope.
that would probably be like one of the more painful ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else that were like, oh my gosh, I'm going to try that or use that one?
I think the best was when he ran into like the sticky wrap and then the feathers got blown all over him, and then there's that classic line where it's like, why the heck are you dressed like a chicken? And why the heck do you have your shoes off?
That is pretty good.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they like heated up the door handle. I swear, I remember.
Oh yeah,
that.
heated
and
it
they
up.
grabbed it.
Yeah.
And, woo.
Yeah, with the charcoal lighter
Yeah.
thing, it's plugged that in, got that thing red hot. Yes, I think it branded like something on his hand.
Or when they light his head on fire when
Yeah,
he walks
the
in the door.
blowtorch.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
All right, I think maybe we'll end on this one. So, what is something? We're going to go down the line here, and we're going to end up with Coach too on this. We're going to get Coach in this one. What is something interesting about you we would not know about you by just looking? What's something interesting? We'll start on this end, and we're going to work our way this way. We're going to give Coach a little bit of time to gather his thoughts. So, what's something interesting about you that we would not know?
I mean, it
You
would
want to
say
go?
dog,
Eli's going to go first.
I would
like
say
it.
dog poop, but now you know about that.
Yeah.
But gosh, it would have been like 3 years ago. I played hockey up until like my 8th grade year, and then I quit, and I decided to do diving for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I did diving for 1 year, and now I can just whip out some tricks at the pool and stuff. And I don't know, I was pretty good. I almost went to state, but yeah, that's something most people don't know.
Yeah, I did not know that. Did you guys know that he was a diver?
Yep. We had a pool party this summer, and Eli was doing like double backflips, and we're all like, "How are you doing that?" And
It's like, hey, I was a diver. That's outstanding. How about you guys? Anybody? What do we give us something? This is like a little vulnerability
Yeah.
time. Like
So-
maybe tiptoeing out there on the edge. Like, do I really want to tell them that?
so this is kind of a known joke on the baseball team. I'm a little bit scared of pop flies sometimes, and they like to scream "deja vu." This started back in 8th grade, I think.
Did you get hit once?
That's what I'm getting to. So
Okay,
when I was
sorry.
little, my dad and I were playing 500 in the yard, and I ended up diving into a rose bush, and we thought it was fine. Then we went to the doctor the next day, and I had a rose thorn in the back of my eye for 18 hours. So I'm pretty sure that's why I'm scared of fly balls now. Like, it's
Yeah,
just
I
messing
mean-
with me from my childhood. So you guys can't tease me anymore.
Yeah. That's there's some trauma there. Do you sense that? Like, you might have to lay back in a couch somewhere and get that worked out.
It's fine now.
Another interesting fact about Brody is that he's deathly afraid of all bugs.
No, let's not talk about that.
And
Afraid of
one
what?
time,
All what?
Even ants.
One time we
Oh,
were in
bugs.
the circle and Bishop's
Bugs.
talking to us, and I
Bugs.
put a bug on Brody as a joke, just a harmless joke, and he punches me like in the face, like he just
It
socks
was
me
not
in
the face. It was the shoulder.
It hurt though. That's all
Yeah.
I know. I was like, what the heck?
Well, the funniest part of it was Bishop was confused, and he looks at me. He's like, "Did you just punch him?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, yeah, I did, Coach. You put a bug on me." Oh, okay.
See, there's some things we didn't know about these young men, right? Thanks for being a little bit vulnerable and letting us know. This is good. What else you got?
I feel like everyone already knows this, but I'm a farmer. Like, I just feel like everyone looks at me and they're like, "There's no way," but I am. Like, I wear white Air Forces to the farm, and I'm like, in the tractor with my white Air Forces, just cooking up the fields.
So do you like planting or harvesting?
Probably harvesting because I just chisel plow. Like I don't actually harvest.
Do you
or
pick
anything.
rocks?
No.
Who
The
picks
soil there is beautiful. There's no rocks.
Just
in this
loam.
one.
You don't
Yes.
you don't pick rocks. You don't get out there in the rock wagon and
No.
pick rocks.
Never.
I remember doing that as a kid. I hated that. Are you guys picking rocks? You don't have. You literally don't have
Beautiful
rocks.
loam.
This is loam. This is loam. Well, good. So the farmer in the Dell. And Coach, what's something we all know you're pretty good. Is there somewhere you want to go tonight to let us know? Look at Renee, just gets to the edge of her seat.
No, well, it's more probably comical, but my first ever high school coaching gig was girls tennis.
Oh.
Girls tennis. My very first year, the tennis coach got fired. Don't know why, but I was first month of the year. I got hired right before first day of school. Lived in the locker room on a folding mat for the first month, and the AD came in and told me, "You got all this time. You're going to coach girls tennis." And so my first official high school coaching gig was girls tennis. And I may or may not have made a girl cry on the first day. I may or may not.
Oh, I didn't know that. Anybody else know that he coached girls tennis? So there you go. Your mission accomplished right there. We all learned something new about these folks tonight. Well, I tell you what, I think it's about time to as Kevin would say, put a big red bow around this thing tonight. Boy, you guys have been great sports. I don't know about you folks. I had fun. Did you guys have fun?
I had fun.
Yeah, good. I wish I was in your dugout because it looks like you guys are having a lot of fun. Coach, you have fun tonight?
Absolutely, yeah. It's great to hear these guys. We get the pleasure of getting to know these guys as people as the season goes on, and now we've had these guys for a few years, and they're just. Renee and I treat these guys like sons, and it's really special to just kind of get to know them and hear their stories, and a lot of these things I can kind of envision before they even answer, so it's pretty fun with that. But I want to say one thing while we have everybody here, and I know over the years Kevin has just become kind of a household name in River Falls sports, and it all started, to be honest, with Kevin getting the baseball thing going. His first gigs in River Falls when he came from Colorado, we're out at the ballpark and we're with baseball, and where it's evolved to is pretty unbelievable. And I know he's gotten some pats on the back, but from our organization, while we have people here and just like doing this tonight, I got a message last week in Florida asking if we wanted to do this, get together and kick off the show, and it's just been an honor to be able to do those things with Kevin, and I know we're all very, very appreciative. So thank you, Kevin, for what you do.
I would just say we're blessed to live in a great community. This is fun every time. I love celebrating high school athletics. I just know what a jump start in life high school athletics gives all these young athletes, boys and girls, maybe even band and forensics, but anybody involved in this stuff at this age is giving you a jump start on life. You're learning every one of life's lessons: how to win, how to lose, how to be a team player, responsibility, how to get better. All of these life lessons wrapped up in this thing called spring baseball. It's pretty awesome, right? And what we can do, as parents, and my role here on this short time on this planet is, enhance this and make sure this keeps going and these kids have these opportunities, and it can't be done without great coaches like Coach Bishop. So let's give these guys a big round of applause for participating today. Here, I'm gonna flip this camera around here. I'm gonna flip this camera around so we can see our audience. There you guys are. 2023 baseball, hopefully coming soon. Again, let's give these guys a big round of applause one more time, and good night, everybody. Thank you, Tar Nation.